What's going on YouTube? I am back with another video, and in this one we are headed to another card show. However, we're not staying in Louisville today. We are going up to Cincinnati, Ohio to the Eastgate Mall show. So it's probably been about 6 months since I've actually been to this show, because it was in the middle of the month, but then they changed it to the first Saturday of the month, which overlaps with the show that's here in Louisville. So you know, obviously I'm not going to go an hour and a half away when I could stay here and go to a show. But this month is different. So the Louisville show was last weekend and the Eastgate show is this weekend. And I think this is the only weekend of the year where it's actually 2 days. So it's actually going to be today on Saturday, which is the 9th. And then it's going to be tomorrow as well. I'm only going today, but I'm expecting a really, really good show. Actually, last time when I went about 6 months ago, it turns out that the show was actually split up into two parts of the mall, and I only actually saw half of the show. So definitely going to make sure I see the entire show today. It is about 8 o'clock here in Louisville, so I got about an hour and a half drive up there. And then I'm probably going to leave about noon. So I want to make sure I have at least like 2.5 hours to check out the whole show. So I do have to get some gas and head to the ATM, and I will check back in with you guys along the way. Alright guys, so we just pulled up here to the Eastgate Mall, so we're about to head into the show and see what it's looking like. But real quick before we do go in, I did just want to mention what we're kind of looking for today. So if you guys have seen the past couple shows, at the Louisville show, I have really been looking for like lower end stuff to send to PSA and value bulk submissions. So that's kind of the same thing that I'm looking for today. I'm hopefully going to be able to, you know, try to look for stuff that I can grade with PSA. But then also, I know I've been mentioning, you know, here and there lately about the stocking stuffer mystery packs on Black Friday. I do want to pick up somewhere around like 10 more cards for those. It's going to be a pretty limited series, probably around 20 to 25 packs, and I still do need right around like 10 cards. So those kind of fall into the same categories. It's really just basketball and football, and then it's going to be excuse me, it's going to be cards in like the $20 to $50 range. So I'm going to be looking for both of those today. So let's go ahead and head into the mall and see what we can find. Alright guys, so I wanted to leave this clip in here because this particular case actually has a lot of wnba cards that I was really interested in. They were in like that $20 to $50 range that I was really looking for. However, the stickers, the prices on the cards were like triple or quadruple comps, so I almost didn't even want to, you know, ask if the guy had any room or if he was open to offers. So I actually ended up walking away, and then I did come back later, and you guys will see a clip of us kind of talking about the prices and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that later, but I just wanted to include this real quick because the prices were so high on these stickers that I didn't even want to make offers. Alright, and then this was another clip I wanted to leave in. I didn't end up you know, even talking to this dealer and making offers or anything, but he had a lot of really cool like Disney and Marvel cards, which that's something that I've really been interested in, especially the Disney stuff, just since I've been kind of rewatching all these movies with my daughter. Unfortunately, you know, again, I wanted to leave this in because, you know, he did have some really cool stuff, but unfortunately the prices were just so crazy. You know, he had on like the Topps Chrome base and refractors. I think the base cards he wanted like $5 each, and refractors like 10 or 15 depending on the character. And then in a clip you guys are going to see here in a second, so here's a look at his showcase, but in a clip you're going to see here in a second, he had some other cards that were behind this Zion case that I'm picking up right here. And these were like some numbered parallels of some better characters. Like you can see there on top is Ariel. That's a Topps Chrome numbered at $3.99. and you can see the price marked on that was $75. The most recent comps are like 20 and 25, and I think a PSA 10 did 70. So, you know, the sticker on that card is literally more than what a PSA 10 does. So again, it's just really hard to even make offers when prices are that high. But again, that's something I've, you know, kind of been more interested in here lately, so I did want to include this clip.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Doing good.
Good. How are y'all?
Good.
What's up, Frank?
What's up,
How
man?
are you?
Pretty good, man. How are you?
Living the dream, you know?
Yeah, y'all got some real nice stuff.
Thank you. We got smoked this morning immediately.
As soon as we got here. As far as like
last sale
stacks of
is
stuff people were
$450.
buying.
Oh, really?
We had nicer
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, wow.
His stuff's came down.
Like it was
quite a
like
bit
it
since
got
the
to
season.
one of those points where I
doesn't
kind of
make
was like,
any sense.
dang, because we put
It's
like
weird,
effort into
the
like how our
season starts,
showcases look.
And he goes down. But
I
before the
looked at
season,
him, I said, I'd have rather just said look through the
but he's actually
cases
playing
before
now,
I put
so-
anything out.
Yeah, right.
know,
I'm kind of
because-
surprised though, because like, well, I've probably been here half an hour, and there's a lot of people down there who haven't even set up yet.
Oh,
So I'm
really?
kind of surprised
We've
you.
never said that.
So
I told him, I'm like, instead of us walking and buying, let's set up, you
Yeah.
know, but like we can still try to buy.
oh, for sure. That's not, a lot of times that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
I actually got a card I was curious if y'all were interested in.
back in 9, firm at 11. Yeah.
Let's see if I can find it. I was curious if y'all would be interested in that one.
How much is it?
The last Raw was 420, and as 10s they're doing like 900. So I don't know, somewhere around 4.
Talk with him. But
Okay,
he said
yeah.
he is definitely
Okay, sure.
interested. Yeah, he's got that Mitchell Logan. I told him you guys duked that one out.
It's a Louisville guy, so it might be tough.
I know. Yeah, honestly, when I picked it up at the National. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with it, and I've just kind of
Had it.
yeah.
Yeah, this is sick. That and they're pretty good.
Yeah,
I would say.
who would have thought 10-0? They just smoked the Warriors
we were
last
talking
night.
about it, and I was like, there's just no shot that they're really like this good. And then like watching them, I'm like, oh no, they're
They smoked
really
They
good.
smoked the Warriors, and he actually didn't even play that. Or
No.
I don't know how he. I didn't watch it, but I saw he only had like 12 points.
Well, he didn't play long. Like,
Oh, really?
They didn't. The
They didn't
whole
need
fourth
him?
quarter, a bunch of the
Oh, okay.
bench,
Well,
like
that-
Amani played a lot.
That makes
and-
sense. Yeah.
So what were you asking on it?
Honestly, I don't know. Just around 4. I think the last one did 420.
Yeah, 420, 405.
I'm not really sure what you try to pay.
For, it just depends. Like stuff on this a little stronger.
Okay. Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking. Since it's a downtown,
Yeah.
they're so popular.
Did you get to 350 on it?
Is there any chance you do 370?
I'll push it.
That's fine.
Okay.
That works.
I appreciate it,
Thank
man.
you, Frank.
Yeah, just kind of looking for some extra cash today.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely. Nice
I'll-
deal with my guy,
I'll do
502
it.
Frank. Make sure to check him out on YouTube and Instagram. We're getting the Donovan Mitchell Panini 1-1 downtown. Cavs are 10-0. Go Cavs.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, thank you.
All right, guys, so I just wanted to give a quick update from the show. I've probably been here about an hour. Let's see, it is 10:30, so I have about another hour and a half before I have to leave. Gotta leave about noon. But it definitely got picked up a little bit later. You know, I probably got here a half an hour before the show actually started at 10. Apologies for the kids screaming, but there was a lot of dealers that actually weren't set up before the show. But anyway, here's a look at the show. So it does extend all the way down that hallway, and then all the way down there, and then a couple other hallways as well. So it's kind of set up a little like all over the place in the mall. But again, been here about an hour, picked up a total of 2 cards so far. So gonna go back through, see anything I missed, and hopefully some dealers that weren't set up have some good stuff. So let's keep looking.
Any chance you do 70 on these two? I know the Lamar's marked at 55, but what I was seeing was like more in the 30s.
Yeah.
70 on them?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I can do
Okay. All right. I appreciate it.
it. You can pay the man over here.
Okay.
Get that Lamar graded, will you?
Hey, yeah, I was gonna say the centering looks good. I don't know how everything else looks, but
I had a buddy of mine send that in and grading, came back a 9 for the back of it. Fucking thumbprint the size of Montana sitting right on it.
oh, this one right here. Oh, really? Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate it.
And out here,
Hey, I was curious if I know you said you had some room. What could you be able to do on the Bo Nix and Drake May?
Why don't you shoot me an offer?
So I think comps on both are about 75. I mean, any chance you'd be able to do like 65 for both?
Did you meet me at 70?
Yeah, that's fine. I can do 70. That's fine.
I think they're such pretty cards, man, but like I'm surprised they're not doing better.
I know. I really like the red Pandoras. I think they look good. Let's see. Do you have a 5?
Yeah.
Okay. There's 60 and 80.
80, so I owe you 10, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. Almost give you 75. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate that.
I appreciate it.
All right, guys. So I just wanted to check back in real quick from the show. I only have probably like 30 more minutes here. Overall, it's been a pretty good show. I haven't picked up as much as I would have hoped, so definitely want to make some pickups before I leave. But one thing I did just want to quickly mention about this show is, yeah, again, overall good show, but the lighting in here is so bad. And I know there's not really much they can do about it. It's really up to the mall, but like this area in particular is just extremely dark. It's almost impossible to see like some of these dealers' cards. So if I was one of these dealers in this area where it's so dark and people just can't see my cards, I would honestly be pretty upset. But again, I just wanted to mention that overall, it's been a solid show, really, really good turnout. But I'm gonna walk around for these last 30 minutes and just see what else we can find.
PSA 10, 3 years ago, did $500.
Hey, I was wondering if you had any room on that at all. Are you firm?
I can do 25.
25? I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Hey, I was curious on this. I saw this earlier. I just looked it up. Do you have any room on the wnba red eyes? I don't know how.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you have comps?
Yeah, they're kind of far off. That's why I was asking. I didn't know how much. Yeah, I didn't know if you had priced that a while ago or not. But I mean, they're doing like between 20 and 30 bucks.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I didn't know if you would be able to come down that much or not.
So we work at Hit Kings. Brad's the owner there. He priced most of these cards.
Okay.
So I know we have some room, but I don't know if we can do less than half of that.
Okay.
Not that you're wrong about the price.
Yeah.
I just don't want to go back and be like, why did you sell these cards for 30% or 40% of what?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I can show you. Like November 7th, one did 30. That was a PSA. I don't know if that was. Yeah, I mean, I think that was an 8, did 17. You got that one, did 23, so.
Is it cracked ice just like the standard parallel?
Yeah, Victor Wembanyama, red ice. It's the same, I mean, it's the same card. So, I mean, if not, it's fine. I like the card. I just wanted to ask.
It is sweet. I appreciate it. If these were my cards, I'd say, yeah, that's totally fair. I get that. For sure.
Yeah. I mean, I can maybe, like, pick out a few if that helps. Like, is that, you know if that one's numbered?
It's not. Yeah, I just pulled it out. It's not.
It's not numbered?
I don't know if the teal is any more or less rare, though.
Okay, let me see if I can find that one.
Teal laser.
Okay, yeah.
You got a good eye, though. I like that.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I just really like the cracked ice. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's kind of the same. There's one that did 23. There's one that did 28. So it's honestly pretty similar to that one. And there's one on November 8th that did 25. I mean, if it's too low, it's fine. I just wanted to ask. I could be at like 50 on the pair. But if he can't do that, it's fine.
It's not that. I see where you're coming from, and that's a fair offer for what they're selling for.
Right.
I just don't feel comfortable going back and being like, you took 50% off of those 2 cards. So, or I would.
Do what?
I said, or I would, but I can't accept that.
Okay.
It is a fair offer.
So the person who owns them, he's not here.
He's the owner of the shop. Yeah.
Okay.
He's at the shop today.
Okay.
Unless he sleeps until like 3 every day, so he's there.
Okay. Gotcha.
You met Brad?
I don't think so.
Okay. They've been here since.
All right, guys, so I just wanted to jump in real quick and talk a little bit about that clip. So again, I did finally go back to that guy and make an offer on a couple Wimbies. I had gone to his table a couple times throughout the show, and again, the prices were just so high, I almost didn't even want to ask him about it. Turns out they weren't his. I guess it's a card shop, I think he said. I know the audio was a little tough to hear, but I'm pretty sure he said, he was set up for his buddy, or he works at the card shop or something. And I finally was like, so you're saying that the cards are not yours, and the guy that owns them he's not at the show? And he said, yes, that's correct. He owns a card shop, and apparently he sleeps until 3 p.m. every day, so he couldn't call him and ask him about the prices that I was offering. So he said that what I was offering was fair, but he didn't want to go back to that guy and say that he let the cards go for half of the sticker. So just wanted to kind of explain that a little bit more. I ended up offering $50 for the 2 Wimbies, which is basically full comps, and he said he couldn't do that. So just wanted to kind of explain that a little further, and let's get back to the video. All right, guys, and we just walked out of the show. It is exactly 12 o'clock, so unfortunately I did have to leave. I do have to head back to Louisville. I have some other stuff going on later today that I have to get back for. And I say unfortunately because I really wanted some more time there. I didn't really pick up a lot of cards in the first hour I was in there. And then I was kind of rushing, I only had an hour and a half left. And it's a pretty big show. So I was rushing, I was stressed out. I was trying to pick up something because again, I would like to send some cards in to be graded with PSA, as well as I want cards for those mystery packs I'm planning for Black Friday. So I was stressed out, trying to find stuff. And a lot of people, honestly, their prices were really, really high on stuff in the $20 to $50 range. So it was kind of tough. So I did not pick up as many cards as I was hoping to. And then not to mention I was having issues with my GoPro. A lot of times it would just freeze up on me, and I wasn't sure if it was recording or not. So I kept having to take the battery in and out, and I was messing with that. So overall, it was somewhat of a stressful show for me, but I think I ended up picking up maybe 7 or 8 cards, and then I actually did sell a pretty big one. I think I got footage of that. Shout out to Logan with Great Sports Cards. I actually sold my Donovan Mitchell downtown that I picked up at the National that had just kind of been sitting around. Wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with it. Finally decided to sell it and just have some more money for stuff to pick up. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this clip here. I'm gonna actually head home and show you guys the pickups from the show. I was planning on doing a separate pickups video, but I did not make nearly enough pickups to do that. So the pickups will probably be at the end of this video. So stay tuned. I'm gonna head home, show you guys everything we picked up today. All right, guys, just hopping back in here real quick. I know I said in the clip a minute ago that I'm probably going to do the pickups at the end of this video. However, I know, again, I didn't make that many pickups at the show. I am going to do a separate video of all the pickups, and then I'm also going to do a little bit more of a show recap. I kind of, talked a little bit about the show in this video, but I'm going to do a full show recap and then show all the pickups in a separate video. And honestly, a main reason for that is because I don't really have another video to put out tomorrow. And, I'm trying to put out videos every day here in November. So we are going to push the pickups until the next video. So stay tuned for those. And then I'll talk again, I'll do a little bit more of a recap, talk about the show. But I do want to give away a card in this video. So if you made it this far, I really, really do appreciate it. And I'm going to give away the CJ Stroud Select by the numbers rookie card. So if you're interested in that, just be a subscriber, like the video, leave a comment, and you are in. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. I'm going to wrap it up, and I will see you soon.